terrific swing. Got a pitch up and in, didn't miss it. And again, like you said, in the new dimensions at Comerica Park, he'll be rounding the bases, baby.
Now, it's interesting walking the field at Comerica Park when they announced the changes.
Which way?
And the new 10-foot
That way.
was drawn into the dirt, painted into the dirt. So you got a feel for what it would be. And walking it, Jim, it didn't feel like a big change. Maybe because it's just so darn big out there in the outfield from gap to gap. The bigger change might actually be the 7-foot fences in front of Pelosi and right center, and in front of the 13-foot wall that's there, fastball away. But talking with Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson today, I said, one of the things Scott Harris mentioned was the psyche of the hitters. Even though it's only 10 feet in the ballpark, you're still going to play big. And they both agreed that it will make a difference standing at home plate. Pitch up and away, and on 4 pitches, Cesar Hernandez draws a 1-out walk. Tigers 1-0 here in the second inning. When it's 4:20, or it's actually 4:22, right? The old dimension, Spencer Torkelson said, you really feel like if you're going to go to that part of the ballpark, you have to muscle up. And he said, once you do that, you're not going to do damage on the pitches you should do damage on.
No question about it. You have to be loosey-goosey, and you can't squeeze the bat like so many hitters do under those conditions.
So even though it may still play big, and it will, I think that's safe to say, just from a hitter standpoint, you feel like now, okay, I can just take my relaxed, easy swing, and if it does go there, I've got a better chance of getting it. And barely get the plate, the strike one, low and away, 1 strike.
Boy, I love the new dimensions. I mean, it's just going to be fantastic. You're going to see some exciting plays. Robbie guys.
For the Riley Green, I said, Scott Harris mentioned you specifically is why they dropped the fences to 7 feet. He said, well, I don't know about that, but I said, no, he did. He mentioned you specifically. Jacob Robinson, he blew home runs, ground ball to second base. Norby to Westbrook, over to Diaz. That's a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. We roll along at Joker Marshall Stadium in Lakeland, Florida. Tigers 1-0 over the Orioles after 2 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Not many people are prepared for the journey that you must embrace.
Hearing the diagnosis is hard.
You must understand that it is not over, and you are not done yet.
We help you find a path forward, filled with new perspective, unknown strength, and unexpected opportunities.
Cancer is just the beginning.
That's the belief we share to give you your
Remind
best
me.
choice.
Well, wait.
Carmanis, part of McLaren Healthcare.
Heading home, I need to stop by Walgreens. Okay, I'll remind you on the way home to stop by Walgreens. When we come up to here, when we come up to Union Lake Road. Because we're going to have to stop at Walgreens on the way home.
This week on Little Caesars, the slices and the sticks. Will Nancy order pizza? Will Daisy choose Italian cheese sticks? Or will all the dinner drama come to an end with the arrival of Little Caesars slices and sticks, which is half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. Get Little Caesars hot and ready slices and sticks, or order online for
finally open.
He's at the plate. First pitch from Jason Shreve is ball away. So Shreve has been around. He came up with Atlanta. He's always been a reliever in the major leagues. Ground ball fouls on the first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees to St. Louis to the Mets. Pittsburgh and then back to the Mets last year. Very short season last year. 26 innings, had some struggles.
Yep.
But
Looks like it's finally open.
Yeah. Power on the left side, but that pitch right there, slider down and away.
I think so.
Both counts are reaching and flailing, swinging and missing the strikeout to start the third.
Well, the key in that slider is the breaking slider. You know, we understand where you think it's going to be on the plate, and that labels that we talked about takes over as the plate.
Fastball, slider, and a split. Might have been the split. It's funny, through the years, we've said this a lot. There are a lot of lefties who throw splitters.
It's very strange. Can't figure that one out.
We're supposed to research that this
Yeah.
week and report back.
I forgot.
Connor Norby swings and misses. We're going to call that a splitter based on the what looked like the movement down in the strike zone. Close to the plate from the right side, spreads out. Connor Norby getting the start at second today. Swings and pops it up on the infield. Battling the high sky, it'll be Cesar Hernandez, Ryan Kreidler. Ryan Kreidler will make the catch win, playing with that one just a little bit. But this is what we've noticed in 2 games. And Jim, looking up some of the times of the games yesterday around Major League Baseball exhibition ball.
Right.
Even some of the Orioles played a 10-5 game. There was, I think, a 9-8 game. Every game that we looked up was under 250.
Yes. How about that?
And as some players said today, the game that the Tigers played yesterday was 217. We've seen that game, that very same game, go 250 to 3 hours, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, not going to draw too many conclusions. Line drive to left field. That's a base hit in front of Kerry Carter, out of Ryan McKenna. But based on what we saw in the minor leagues last year, games 1.5 hours shorter than the year before. Run scoring the same. So it didn't affect run scoring. Didn't give an advantage to pitchers or hitters in any particular direction. And I think for third. Brian Kreidler takes a strike. I think, Jim, there's been a lot of focus on who plays third, replacing Jay Burkett along with the regular third baseman last year. But really, it's swinging a high pop-up shallow center field. McKenna coming in, slowing down, makes the catches. He moves a few steps toward right center, one up and one down. It's really a matter of which of these 8 candidates is going to end up at third, because I don't know if you're going to call it a revolving door at third, but it's going to be many filling that spot.
Sure.
I think there's going to be one regular. I think that's quite clear. You do hear a lot of questions, who's going to be at third? Well, it's going to be from this group of many. I think led by Nick Maton, swinging a foul out of play. Ryan Kreidler, who just popped out, is certainly,
Greenview.
I mean, very much, Jim. If he can show he can hit this spring, Ryan Kreidler is an exciting player because of his defensive abilities.
Yeah, the offense, so he's got to step up in that regard. So you could put him there.
We talked about Andy Ibanez yesterday. There's a strike down at the knees. Jake Rogers at the plate. Oh, it's good to see Jake back. Teammates love having him back. Pitchers love having him back. He's very much in the consideration for the number 2 catcher spot. Pitch away. A.J. Hinch doesn't really like designating number 1 catcher, number 2 catcher. I mean, Eric Haas clearly is going to look like at the bulk of the playing time this year, but
He's earned it.
A.J. Hinch very much wants to make sure that everybody knows that, you know, it's oftentimes about matchups. It's oftentimes about which guy is playing best at the time. But Eric Haas is going to get a lot of at-bats, and he does go into this season as the number 1 catcher. There's going to be stiff competition for that backup spot. Wow, that was an interesting call by Jerry Lane. Fastball low and away at 96, and there was no indication other than a hit from Jerry Lane. It was a strike.
Rogers, I don't think Rogers even saw it.
That was the beauty of a bid.
Yeah, well, he was overmatched.
That brings up Riley Green. He takes a curveball for a strike. That's pretty good looking. Breaking ball from this righty.
It's a good arm, period. Man.
Upright, relaxed stance for Riley Green, swinging a soft ground ball, diving stop at third by Bob on the grass, pops up, throws, and for the second time today, throws out Riley Green after a diving stop. This time to the glove side on the infield grass. Green grounds out. Tigers go 1-2-3. We roll right along. We head to the 4th inning. 1-0. Tigers on top after 3 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
It's easy to talk about diversity
and equity.
and inclusion.
They're just words.
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 It's not as easy to live up to them.
At Comerica Bank, these words don't describe what we try to do. They define what we do.
And who we are. This is why 52% of all Comerica managers are women.
And why 31% of all Comerica senior leaders are racial minorities. Because actions always speak louder than words.
Comerica Bank, member FDIC.
Where does one community end and the next begin? Across the railroad tracks? On the other side of the river? Is it between the east side and the west side? At Comerica Bank, we believe it's all one community, and we're all part of it. That's why Comerica has invested over $20 million for affordable housing, financial education, and workforce development in lower-income communities. Because when we raise expectations for everyone, we all rise. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. This week on Little Caesars, the slices and the sticks. Will Marcy order pizza? Will Daisy choose Italian cheese sticks? Or will all the dinner drama come to an end with the arrival of Little Caesars Slices and Sticks, which is half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. Get Little Caesars hot and ready slices and sticks, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means. It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of the Detroit Tigers.
Garcia takes him out 4th inning. 1-0 Tigers exhibition baseball with Baltimore Orioles. James James McCann will lead off for the Tigers. Kyle Stowers, Jordan Westberg will follow. First pitch to McCann. Garcia drops down a little bit. Breaking ball strike on the outside corner. Ronnie Garcia just glad to have good health. Breaking ball low and away. Well, there are times, Jim, when we know the upside of Ronnie Garcia, but the stuff doesn't always wow you. But what the Tigers will tell you is that the pitch characteristics and the numbers on his pitches, the spin and all the ways they measure breaking balls, fastballs, his delivery, kind of a low three-quarters delivery, all makes for a guy that they really think still has upside.
Right.
He hasn't shown a ton, but again, injury-shortened season, swing and a miss. There's
About what?
91, but Jim, 91 up in the strike zone. Exactly what they're talking about,
About what?
swing and a miss.
Well, sneaky quick.
What do you think?
We've said a million times.
What are you gonna say?
I don't know.
91. Well, that
What
was
are you
91.
thinking?
I'm not
That's
thinking
a
about
huge difference
anything.
in life.
Oh, you're thinking of
Short arm
something.
thrower makes it tough also.
I was gonna think about the bottle.
Yeah,
51
exactly.
innings of work last year.
Now you're gonna have
Injury
shame.
shortened 2021. He also had some injury shortened last year. Made 8 starts, but in those 51 innings, walk rate of 2. What do the Tigers like? They want those guys who throw strikes. And a strikeout rate that was approaching the strikeout in inning. So kind of look beyond the ERA, and there is a lot to like about what he did last year. Soft ground ball to second off the bat of Kyle Stowers. Knee-high bounce for Hernandez. Easy toss over to first. 2 up and 2 down here in the 4th inning. One problem that Garcia had last year. He gave up a fair number of home runs, 9 home runs in 51 innings on the high side. Jordan Westberg batting
I
right
wonder
into batter.
if we're going to see any pigs.
This is a little bit low and inside. This is the number 5 prospect for the Orioles. So even though they promoted Adley Rush from the number 1 prospect in all of baseball last year, and he was every bit as good and probably even better than they could have hoped, they're still loaded. I mean, their farm system, depending on which rankings you look at, still, I think, widely regarded as a top 5 farm system.
Yeah, for sure.
With the players at the upper end. Gunnar Henderson, we got a chance to see him at Camden Yards last year. Wow. Eye-opening talent.
You're not a kid, does it? All the way around.
Just eye-opening talent. I mean, and he's, I think, listed as one of the top 5 prospects in baseball going into this season. But did make his major league debut last year. He could be special. 2-2, swing and a miss. There we go again. Ronnie Garcia. 92-mile-an-hour fastball up. Jordan Westberg tried to find it and could not. Swing and a miss. And Ronnie Garcia strikes out 2 in a 1-2-3 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning in Lakeland. 1-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Pests don't have agents. Nope. Critters like roaches, termites, and ants don't negotiate terms for setting up shop in your home or business. So it's a good thing that Rose Pest Solutions is around to deliver a swift and final counteroffer. Rose technicians are here to safeguard your property against any and all pesky intruders. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or go to rosepestsolutions.com.
At Trinity Health Michigan, we see the person behind the patient, not just their symptoms, but a person with hopes, smiles, and a life. A life we're here to give you back to. We have the expert medical teams and technology of a national health system, and we offer personalized care that treats all of you. Learn more at trinityhealthmichigan.org. Trinity Health, we
going to the pigs. There. Up there. Lots of pigs. Those are big old pigs.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
The pee bottle.
Up there.
Takes a fastball right through the heart of the plate for a called strike. Did not get as much playing time as his teammate Matt Pearling did last year. Debuted at 21 was some impressive number. Last year, and just 85 trips to the plate. Trips to the plate, 2021, he had 250, but 250 from 29 power. Well,
Kensington looks like it's pretty crowded.
Yeah, it sure does.
Getting back to the batter's box, having some fun again. I can do this. I have these skills. For some reason, this guy was the first overall picked in that draft. But really, Jim was kind of his first time that didn't experience any serious failure.
It's definitely crowded.
Again, talked about it and said, I learned from it. And this is a very confident young man who's back in spring and ready to do some damn play swings and misses here and strikes out to end the fourth inning. And here is a man who's getting past first base. We ended the fifth inning in Lakeland. 1-0 Tigers over the Orioles on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
It is just packed. Nothing.
This way? Island Lake?
Yep, Island Lake. Kensington's just too crowded.
Yeah, it's pretty crowded there.
So it's just best. That light's just taking forever to turn green. Here it goes. Perfect. Nobody.